Welcome to episode number 6 From the Bunker podcast. This is Golf4Game, and I'm here with my favorite golf buddy in the world.
This is Deez 2424 on the golf course to Josh, better known as Daddy D.
Or, Mr. Ducksworth, whatever you want to call him.
Quack, Mr. Ducksworth. Quack.
Putt maker, big shot hitter. Many names for this man, many names. Glad to have him as my co-part here. We are very appreciative for all the support on our previous episodes. Last week we had our first guest on, Mr. Cody Blevins. Was a great episode with him. I hope you guys enjoyed that and learned a little about Cody Blevins golf. Go check that out if you haven't seen it yet. And this is our first episode back since the Thanksgiving break. Deez, how was your Thanksgiving, buddy? Did you have a good one?
Thanksgiving was pretty good. Can't say it was bad. I will say it was pretty good, like always. A lot of traveling.
You put some miles down on the interstate.
I did.
Even had a little blowout on Thanksgiving, unfortunately, right up the road from me here. So that kind of stuff. I know you and your wife and me too, we all learned that there's no tire shops open on Thanksgiving. And I did my Thanksgiving a little earlier in the weekend prior with my family. So I was just kind of chilling, and we were supposed to go to Fall Creek Falls State Park on Black Friday. You actually had the idea of putting together a little, like, hey, let's get some guys together and go play like a little, cheap money game on Black Friday while the women go shopping. Your wife had to work because she's Santa Claus in a sense at FedEx. So we had planned to go to Fall Creek Falls, and then you had the blowout, and you were our carpool guy. I'm having a little issue with mine, and our other buddy that was going, my cousin Drake, he's having a little issue with his. So we were riding with you, and then you had the blowout, so we were donutting, little Krispy Kreme on the front of the car or the back of the car. So we pivoted and took everybody except the one that had to, your best friend Nuts, that had to work. And then shout out Joey. He's down there near Fall Creek Falls. So of course we didn't expect him to make the drive up here. And we wound up pivoting, and we were a team. We had Trent Blackburn, shout out Blackburn Construction, had him come out. He was going to go to Fall Creek. He wound up coming up to Crosswinds. Drake, my cousin that y'all seen in some of my content, A White Golf, who I actually just posted his hole-in-one up a few minutes ago, and our boy Craig, Mr. Breaking 80 Golf. So we had me and you versus Trent and Drake, and then we had Craig and Andrew as a team. Played a little 2v2v2, $5 front, $5 back, $5 overall, a little $15 a person. Those are always fun, man. It makes it competitive with a little something on the line, but it's not too much where, tensions flare or you're really stressing about it. But it just gives it that little fun aspect. I know I had a hell of a time and a hell of a day. What about you, brother?
Dude, had a blast. It was fun. Like I said, busted up a little bit of a game there. And it's always fun to do stuff like that when you get the chance to go play with your boys. Enjoy a little time out. Wasn't too cold. There were some bombs made. There was some chip-ins that were huge. And there was a couple of big drives.
Yeah.
C hit it pretty good. Craig hit it. Breaking 80 Golf hit it extremely well for most of the day off the tee box. First time I got to meet Trent, so it was nice to finally meet him in person and play with him. Drakey is Drake, and then, I played with Andrew and you quite a bit because it's kind of the regular thing with us. Overall, good match. A little cold, but it wasn't too bad till the end. Sun started going down on us. It got a little cold there. A little trash talk, maybe a little gamesmanship in some areas. I believe you hit. Yes, it was you, and I want to say, let me make sure I count right here. On 12, you put one in perfect position, and there's no need in me, just another 9. So I tried to carry a 74, 75-yard carry in 40-degree weather. It'd be what it be. But I enjoyed it because I was able with you, and this is not to hurt anybody else's feelings or anything. We told everybody everything they wanted to know. But while we were playing, Josh was pretty good off the tee box, where even with a long iron, I could have a long iron going in. I don't mind hitting long irons going in. So I was able to take some really aggressive lines at a place I don't normally hit. I normally swing the disco stick, what do you say, about 6, 7 holes there.
Yeah,
I would say,
I feel like you were able to play that course totally different than you normally
yeah,
do, just because I was having a decent day off the tee box, and I didn't play outstanding or anything, but I was most of the time, at least off the tee box, I was putting us in a position to open you up. There was a few times I needed you, like, hey, I hit a bad one. I need you to do the safe thing and just get us one out there. But for the most part, I was able to keep us in play with something that you could work with that made you open up and take risks that you normally in a regular round out there wouldn't take.
correct. With that being said,
Take me back to hole number 1, though. Take me back to when we first started. Tell me, I'll tell the end of it, but you lead me up until we get on the green at number 1.
So we get there, you hit, sorry, I'm doing something, as y'all see, I am literally, we'll talk about this later of what I'm paying attention to here. But with that being said, we get to the tee box, a hole 1 at Crosswinds is, I don't know, 350. No, it's probably longer than that.
No, it's about 350.
Okay. Playing y'all's tees, about 350. You hit a good tee ball right down the middle. It's a hole that I normally hit a hybrid or a 4-iron off the tee box, lay one up there, get it to wedge range, and fire away. I swung big stick, put it a little bit further down than you did. We go up there, find your ball. No big deal. It was in the fairway. It was just kind of in a weird spot. It's like it almost set down. I think it was a sprinkler it set down in. We drove by the thing a couple of times, but you hit a good one. You hit a great shot. And with that being said, I was able to walk back, hit big stick, try to take a kind of aggressive line, but cold, no driving range. I don't swing hard, but still hit it. I think Craig might have got me by 5 yards. He tried to actually cut the corner, but we were in the fairway. Get up there, get to play a little wedge. I think Blackburn has went right. I can't remember if Drake went right with him. I know White Andrew did not hit a good tee ball, so they pretty much had to play Craig's and try to scramble. And me and you both hit a wedge. You hit yours right on the collar and just stayed there. I take a swing. It's cold. I leave mine on the front of the green. So when I leave us on the front of the green, we're the only ones really with a birdie shot here, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, everybody else is putting for par at this point. It took, they didn't get the
green and red.
Juror. Yeah, they didn't get the juror. Like you said,
we're sitting. I was going to give you the green layout. We're sitting on the front. Pretty long green. There's a ridge. And when I say ridge, it's about like this. I'm not going to say it's a steep ridge. It's nothing like that. There's a ridge that sits about like this that runs across the entire section and sections this green off. And we've got to look at where the hole is. The pin's sitting on the ridge. We've got probably 35, 40 foot of ridge to carry horizontally, not just vertically, but horizontally as well to the stick. And then we marked the ball, clean it. You asked me what I thought. I told you. And I think you wanted to take it from there, buddy.
Yeah. So, I mean, like we mentioned, we're the only one with a birdie look. Deez got us on the front of the green. Guys, this ridge is like this, but it's like you said, at an angle. So you're having to put along it as you're going up. We read it. Deez gives me what he thinks. I step up and hit it. And for some reason, when I get into a format where I'm trying to actually really perform, I cannot putt very well. It takes me a second to settle in, at least to putting. So at first glance, I just knocked one, and I didn't hit it hard enough at all. I didn't even get it up the ridge. I might have got 20 foot in front of us. It's about a 60, 70 footer. Deez steps up. I've done walk behind the hole. Deez steps up and does his routine, and buddy, he hits that thing, and it's coming, and it's coming, and it goes right into the daggum hole, son. I was so hyped, dude. I jumped up probably 20 fucking foot in the air, did a damn dude the dollar to Daisy, and I'm yelling,
scared the shit out of the people on 9's tee box.
Yeah, they don't know what's going on. I'm yelling. I'm like, Deez is the fun. I'm like, this is why I want Deez on my fucking team, because when you put money on the line, he don't fucking miss. And I'm just going nuts. And, yeah, it was a hell of a day, man. That started it off right. We didn't wind up winning. Trent and Drake winded up taking the front and the overall and tied on the back. But we had the most birdies out of the day. We just when we messed up a little too bad, and it caught up to us. But as you had mentioned when we had talked about it earlier this week, off air here, it's one of them things where nobody even touched 80. We all were, in the mid to low 70s, and everybody had a fun day. It was cold. It took some adjusting. Nobody really got super loose. We were all on a bunch of layers, but it was a hell of a time, and it's something that I think me and you want to try to continue to do.
Oh yeah, we'll continue it. And what we did was 2v2v2 scramble. We do my typical little game I like to play is remember, with me saying this, there's a couple of things here. One, it was cold. Two, there's no driving range. So I said, hey, you can take a breakfast ball. If you don't use it, each player gets a breakfast ball. If you don't use it on one, you get the chance you can hit an extra one on 10, which is kind of cool because your first one you put in the fairway, then you can go after one. So that's the format we played. I will say this. I mean, we started with the lead.
No mulligans or nothing like that. Yeah. That was the only thing, just a breakfast ball.
Gimmies were pretty close. I'm not going to say we might not have one, that was on the grip, but gimmies. And as the round got going, the longer the round went, the closer them bad boys got on gimmies.
Yeah. At one point, me and you were walking back to the cart. We walk off the green and you're like, look, don't give no more fucking gimmies.
Yeah, well, like, I don't care if it's a 10-inch or putting it.
Yeah, we're down. We're trying to get our money.
Yeah.
No more gimmies.
No more gimmies. But with that being said, I mean, it's pretty close. I would say this. If I had to go back and redo the round, there's probably a lot more on me than you now that I replay it through my head. And with that being said, there was a lot of good tee balls, but there was a lot of stuff from the fairway that I pressed. And when I say I pressed, I took chances I normally don't take in the middle of a round. I'm trying to hit to some pins trying to pin hunt pretty much instead of, hey, put it in the middle of the green, put it on the front of the green, and let's two-putt and get out of it. Worst case scenario, we get a par. If we drain a bomb, we get another birdie. So I'd say I pressed. I mean, I'm not going to say I didn't. We come off one with a bird, only people to get a bird. We get to two. We play it as a 3-shot hole and don't really, I'm not going to say we had a bad hole there. I believe we got a birdie, if I'm not mistaken.
You're par at worst.
Yeah. 3, I messed up, and I kind of started, I didn't hit a bad tee ball. I just got the bunker, but I thought your ball was the closer of the ones sitting in the fairway in front of the green. So I picked mine up. I was like, oh, Josh has got me a 30-yard chip shot here. Like, I didn't hit that all day long. I'll take a 30-yard wedge. We're going to let Josh hit it. And
it was more like 70.
Yeah. But I was like, I'm going to let Josh hit this thing, then I'm going to jar it, is what I'm going to do. Josh puts one up there within 10 feet. I'm going to jar it. And I picked my ball up. And to be honest with you, we probably should have played mine.
Probably.
And the bunkers were froze. And when I say froze, guys, I walked across the bunker and I didn't leave a footprint.
Yeah.
I wish I would have said something when I noticed that when I went to pick the ball up. I didn't want to slow the guys down or anything. But we played it where we didn't have to play out of bunkers the rest of the day because of that. We just did.
Yeah, you literally, after that hole was over, called that rule. You were like, hey, guys, bunkers are frozen. I effed up right here, which again, you thought mine was a closer one. We really didn't know. We should have waited, but either way, it is what it is. It was a hell of a time. We both made some good shots. You hit a lot of really clutch shots, and you always do. You always do it just in a regular round. But when, like I said on that first hole, dude, they don't understand. I've been around you enough now, played enough golf with you. You put $1 on it, and man changes. Changes.
Almost
got that dog in him.
I would say if we added up the 3 par 4s that are shorter par 4s, and I'm not going to say shorter because I'm not going to say 18 is extremely short. It's probably still 345, 350. It might be a little shorter for me off the tees, but it's 330 to 350 range. If we add it up, I would say total, I might have been out of those 3 par 4s. And the other one I'm talking about, the lake to the left, maybe 17 feet between, if you added all 3 of them up from me driving it, I could have, 17 feet from 3 par 4s and being on the green. I mean, I don't get to do that a lot at Crosswinds. And that's great for you hitting some good tee balls, some unbelievable tee balls, and let me just kind of go after some, but 18 is the one that I knew we wasn't going to win no money. And there might have been, I'd heard Trent say something about I should be hitting the ball 330. And I'm not going to say anything about it. I mean, people think they need to hit the ball 330. That's fine if they think they can do that. And Craig hits it pretty good too. I'm not going to say Craig don't. Craig does. But Daddy's like, I looked at you, I said, Josh, put one in the fairway. You put one in the fairway, and I went and let the disco stick eat, homeboy.
Yeah.
I did that on purpose.
That was probably
I did that on purpose.
What, 10 yards from the pin?
Yeah, I did it. It was exactly, I can tell you, it was 5 steps off the green. And I did that on purpose to be like, hey, y'all might have won today, but let's go play when it's warm. Let me get loose, and then let Daddy come show you how it's done. So I was trying to send a little message, even though we were going to go out. And about jarred that for an eagle, by the way.
Yeah, that is true.
Which could have made the back very interesting, because I don't know
sure
what
we birdied that hole.
We did. Yeah.
But the thing is that one, it worked out because the way that we were able to set up the teams, it was pretty daggum fair without anybody having to get strokes. And then also, I just want to mention, I mean, honestly, me and you, listen, I'm a 20 handicap. It's not a damn secret. But me and you, dude, we get together and we play a little scramble like that, and we can lay a number, brother, because you can keep me composed enough and get me to hit a shot that I've got to hit and play it safe and keep me calm enough and enough grounded enough to be able to just 20 foot's fine. Chip it up there, give me a 20-foot look, and let me go at it. Center of the fairway's fine. If it's 175 yards, I don't give a shit. It's center of the fairway. Like, just simple shit like that. So me and you, like, dude, I'm serious, and I'm not calling anybody in particular out. I'm just saying, like, 5 front, 5 back, 5 overall, anytime me and Deez, we'll take you on, baby. We'll take you on.
I like playing it, and we can, if it's not fair, handicap wise, everybody, I pull up my USGN and can show you on the app on my phone. And Josh will tell you, it's not no fabrication there. Trust me. At times I wish I could fabricate it. It's not always fun being a single digit guy having to get strokes every week.
Yeah. I mean, when me and you play straight up, you got to give me a handful of strokes. I mean, a shit ton of strokes.
I think the last time we did that, you actually won. And if I'm not mistaken, did you win by 2 or no? You won by
2, I think. 1 or 2. It was
1 or 2.
No more than 2, and you gave me a stroke a hole.
Yeah, yeah. So it evens it out. It's fun.
But man, I thought I was big shit winning that. Don't give a fuck. Speaking of something that's big shit, dude, what about our boy Mr. Captain America, man? Mr. Captain America, first skins game in like 17 years, goes out and just absolutely cleans up. I'm sorry.
No, it might have been. I mean,
I think it has been close to 17.
2008 was the last one, I believe.
Yeah, that's about 17 years.
Yeah, that's about right.
So, our boy Captain America just goes out and cashes a damn check, son, for like 2.1 milli, and wins like 900,000 on one hole. Of course, we were out playing the tournament, so I didn't get to watch much of it, and you didn't either. But what were your thoughts on that? Were you glad to see the skins game back in action?
Glad to see the skins game back in action. 100% glad to see it back in action. It's one of my favorite things to watch. It was always a fun little tournament to watch, around the holidays. You have a lot going on. I'm not going to say there's not a lot going on. You have college football, rivalry week, NFL, you're making playoff pushes. There's a lot of things going on, but it gives you a little golf to watch.
Yeah, I think they actually picked the perfect time to do it. I think Black Friday is a great time to do it. Now, they do the one NFL game now on Black Friday and maybe a couple college games, but doing it early in the morning like that, I like the Black Friday. I wouldn't mind it being a pre-recorded deal possibly and aired on Thanksgiving, but I kind of like the Black Friday idea.
Well, here's 2 things. I don't mind it on Black Friday. I'm not saying I mind it at all. It's tougher to have it in the morning because, let's be honest, we live in the South. So for people that don't know, that live in the South, we don't be eating no damn Thanksgiving at 6 o'clock at night. Like, we're not doing what some of my people I know do up north. Hey, everybody be at our house at 12 o'clock. We're going to eat at 6. I don't want to look at you ugly ass for 6 fucking hours for I eat
Hell
dinner.
no.
So we're going to get there at 11. We're going to eat at
I'm in and
11:30.
out. I'm in and out with a plate and a to-go box in an hour and a half. And if I'm there more than that, by God, I'm going to need 2 bourbons and a damn blunt.
Well, my ass does a little different. We're going to get there. We're going to cut on some football. We're going to eat. All right. I'm probably going to catch a nap.
Rocky Top.
Well, that's not even playing at that point. It's probably the damn Lions game. I'm going to catch a nap. Okay.
Yep. Jared Goff will put your ass to sleep. I'm not playing.
Then I will wake my ass up, fix another plate, watch the end of the Lions game, take another nap, and watch
Absolutely.
that shitty ass Cowboys team while I'm eating another plate. So I've ate 5, 6, 7. I've ate a whole damn. I can tell you right now, I've ate a whole damn pecan pie by the time some of these people damn eat.
And the damn man's metabolism. I was going to tell that a matter of fact, I was going to bring this up to you on the phone a second ago, but I left it out. This man eats more than me. I mean, it's ridiculous. He eats about 16 times a day.
Here's the problem. It's not that. I don't eat usually until like 11:30, 12 o'clock during the day. So, because I wake up in the morning, drink coffee. Coffee's one of them things. I drink coffee. I'm not going to eat a lot. And I'm driving all the time for work. And I'm trying to get stuff done where I can get back home for the day, do computer work.
But boy, when he's home, buddy, he's in that cabinet.
I am in that pantry. I am in that cabinet. It ain't no doubt. I'm a sweets guy. I need to get my ass back in the gym.
I don't know why you don't even weigh but $172.
I wish I weighed 172. We're not going to get into that on live or
my
on
left
air.
leg weighs 172.
So, but no, the Keegan thing is great to see him win it. Let's be honest. He's actually probably a guy that's suited really well for skins because you don't have to play great. You just got to play great on the right holes. With that being said, his game can fit that because Keegan's always been known to kind of do that. You know, he mulls around the tournament, hangs around, and then he might have a shot and he can play through a bad round, but he gets it closed on 15, 16, 17, 18. That dude's going to make a putt. He's done it many a time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And he did it. He did it Friday. I mean, it was impressive. It was impressive. And like you said, I mean, you don't have to play great. You just got to hope that somebody in the group ties where the skin rolls over and rolls over and rolls over. And then you just got to come in clutch when you got to come in clutch. And if you can do that, well, by God, you don't rack up.
I'm going to look it up real quick. I'm going to look this up real quick.
Well, while he's looking that up, I'll tell you guys, Lowry walked away with a little money. Fleetwood walked away with a little money. Keegan walked away with a little money. Our boy X, though, did not walk away with any money. He come away with a big fat 0.
Yeah. So the all-time record for skins, total number of skins won. And I thought I was right on this. I was wrong on the number, but I thought I was right. Guy appeared no. Most skins won in the history of the skins game was over 11 appearances. This person won a total of 77 skins.
Who's that?
I'm a guess at it. Who do you think? Now remember, they didn't play. This is the first one since like 2008, so it's not going to be a new golfer. So think Kenny there.
Tiger Woods. No,
this is a game he did not play well in.
Phil Mickelson.
Negative.
VJ Singh.
No. You give up.
Kenny Perry.
No. I don't know if Kenny's ever played in it, to be honest with you.
I don't think he has.
The man. Mr.
Gary
Tempo Sale.
Freddie
Couples, baby. He has won the most. He has the most skins.
That a boy, Freddie.
Oh, Freddie was a beast in this format, man. Freddie was a beast at it. So
that a boy, Freddie.
And you know what? There's another guy that played in this one this week that if they keep doing this, could have a shot to break this. And that's Tommy.
Yeah.
Because what do they do? He hits fairways. What's Couples? What does Freddie do? He hit fairways. He hit greens and reg, and then, hey, if the putter gets hot, you're in trouble.
Yep.
And that's the same thing with Tommy. So,
you know what I watch? You know what I watch the highlights of? This is not about a skins game, but it was a match. Seen the highlights. I shared it on Facebook. Seen the highlights of Ben Hogan, who you know I adore, and Sam Snead playing a 1v1 match back in like 1963. And one thing that I realized that clicked in my head watching that, Ben Hogan went 14 of 14 fairways and 18 out of 18 greens and rig in that match. Won He shot 3 under. Sam shot even. He beat him by 3. And that's one thing that clicked in my head, man. Like you just mentioned about Tommy. If you can hit fairways and hit greens, that's the answer, bro. That's the answer. That should be your focuses.
Trying to think. I want to say it was Fred Funk. I want to say. I might be wrong. Somebody won all 18 skins one year. But your first skins game, just to give y'all some info on this stuff, first skins game was not held until 1983, which I say not until 1983. Hell, I wasn't even born yet. And I'm almost 40, so that's a long time ago. And it was it was in Scottsdale. I don't know what course, but I do know it was in Scottsdale. And I know the first 4 people that ever played in it. And it is one, the 4 guys of golf at the time, you would want 4 Hall of Famers: Tom Watson, Arnold Palmer, and Gary Player.
Dude, that was the first 4. Field.
That's 4 Hall of Famers. That's 4 of the best to ever do it. I mean, 4 of the best to ever do it. And I want to say Lee Trevino, I know it was Lee Trevino, I just don't remember the year. He did make a hole-in-one on the 17th at a course one year on a par 3. It was taped then, and Brent Musburger told everybody about it on like the halftime show of a NFL game. He went ahead and told everybody Lee Trevino has hit a hole-in-one during the skins game today. I want to say Tiger's debut was like 96.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there. He just should be about right for where he started on tour. He never won one, but he did play in like 3 in a row. I think he did play with Freddie a couple of times in them. So, but glad to see the thing back. It's something a little cool to do. I hope they don't play at Panther National every year, but it is what it is. That's a JT and a Jack course. If they want to do it, they'll do it there.
Beautiful course.
It's a beautiful course, 100%. It is a beautiful course. So,
speaking of beautiful courses, Deez, I am curious. I want to ask this. We're coming to the end of the year here, and I am wondering, what is your favorite round that you played in 2025?
Okay, I'm going to do this a little different. I'm going to tell you my favorite round, and I'm going to tell you my favorite course I played this year.
Okay.
So favorite round was with my buddy. I say buddy, he's actually a contractor, does work for me. Named Matthew Krantz. Shout out Deer Point. Shout out Deer Point Contracting. Y'all going to hear about them later on in this episode, I promise. But with that being said, he come in town. We did some work stuff and grabbed Joey, and I got some of the plumbing stuff that works for Matt too. And we played the Hermitage and played the Presidents. Matt was like, hey, I'm going to bring my clubs, find us a place to play. It's on me. Didn't know. I was like, man, where am I going to take him? It's going to be close to, I don't want him to drive too far, blah, blah, blah. Because, I'm thinking, Tennessee, we got a ton of good courses. But we go out there, we see Golf Shop at Chris. The sheep were out. They were crazy that day. We had a long day on the golf course. Got that golden hour. And when I say golden hour, I mean like 18 was tough to see the tee balls. Very tough. Oh, that's probably my favorite round of the year. I love playing with him. Getting to do something to the guy you talk to a lot, see all that. It's always fun to go do something different with them.
Yep.
And of course, having Joey with me was pretty cool too. I can rag him. There was some shit talk going on. There might have been some, ultras consumed. Maybe some.
Maybe 1 or 6 or 26.
Actually, I think we started with 3 ultras. No, we started with a 6-pack.
All I know is I can say this about that round. I actually seen you later, or once you got done with that round and got done with dinner and drinks. And I'm not going to lie, I was telling you to make sure you let me know when you made it home, because I could tell you had been in a couple boxes.
Well, we went from ultras to high noons. There might have been a couple of Jack Daniels shots on the golf course.
I'm sure a bourbon at dinner.
Yes, probably. I can't remember off the top of my head.
I bet you can't.
Well, we went to a place that you might know. We went to Sam's, but we went to the one by the Hermitage that's actually on the lake. So
yep.
We got
I've been there by boat multiple times by boat.
Sat over there and had some apps, had some drinks, and then just kind of split up. And then I'd say my favorite course to play this year, it's going to be weird because it's not the best course in the world. I'm not going to say it's the nicest course in the world, but it's a course I'd heard a lot about, and I got to go play it, and it's called Shady Hollow. It's here in Kentucky.
I cannot wait to go here.
It is. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool little track. I'm not going to say, like I said, like $45 for 18 with a card on the weekend. I played it on Father's Day, which probably be my second favorite round. Little man went with me. The wife went with me. Little man was playing caddy a little bit, pulling pins. Like, Dad, I think he's going this way, stuff like that. But pretty cool round, and probably my favorite place I got to play this year. Like I said, I'm not saying it's not a top 100 course, but it was a course that I'd heard a lot of good things about, and it is a hidden little gem, and it was pretty fun to play. Pretty fun to play.
I mean, place looks incredible. Actually, I had asked you about it because I seen a picture from there that you had posted on Facebook, and I asked you, I was like, "Where's that picture from?" And you were like, "Oh, that's Shady Hollow." And I was like, "Well, shit, I want to go there even more now because that looks badass." So yeah,
So it is an island green, and it is a par 3, and that's how you end your round. 18 is an island green elevated tee shot. Pretty cool.
so that's a place that might make me reconsider my golf after 18. Where most courses make me want to come back, that's one I could easily go in the water.
Oh, I was pissed I got a par. I'm going to be honest with you. I got a par. I stuck that thing to about 6 foot and just left a putt and just a ball outside. I was pissed I made a par on that. I'm so mad.
Man,
I'm so mad.
For me this year, I didn't start. I just in September, August, September, something like that, hit my year mark playing golf. So I'm just a little over a year in at all. But this year, to go for favorite course that I played, I would have to give a shout out to my boy Freeman over at Freeman Land Solutions. We went to North Carolina, to Asheville, North Carolina, and we played the Grove Park Inn at the Omni Hotel Resort there. We only got to play 9 holes, but an absolute beautiful course, outstanding views. The hotel looked amazing. I mean, place is just world class. I had mentioned it to you. I've never been to a place like that. Like, they had a guy, you couldn't take your cart in the parking lot. You brought your bag up to a bag drop. You go in to pay. You come back out. Your bag's on the cart. The head covers are off. Your shit's in the cup holders. Everything's set up for you. Shows you where the first tee is, and you're off. It was an incredible experience. Had an incredible course and a great time with my buddy. So shout out to Freeman for that. And then my favorite round this year, man, I just first want to give a shout out to everybody that I've met this year, everybody that I've played with this year.
100%.
I've made some incredible friends, including Deez here. I mean, dude's become my best friend. We met on the golf course, on TikTok, shit like that. Other guys that I've ran into, played around with, or whatever. It's been an incredible year, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. We had the first annual Small Creator Classic, got to meet all them guys. But my favorite round of the year, I would probably have to say, was when me, you, and your buddy Joey, who I've made friends with now, and then Chris, your other buddy, went to Oak Hills and Greenbrier. It had just been a rough couple days for me. We went out there and had a effing blast, and
what no shit talk was there?
There was a little bit of shit talk, not a lot. Drank a couple beers, had a lot of fun, left my vape on a bench. I mean, just the normal shit, but it was an absolute blast.
I forgot about that. I totally forgot about you saying that.
So yeah, it was epic. And actually, after I went and got the vape and came back, I hit an incredible 9-iron shot.
But you bitched about a bitch, and then you left your vape on it.
Yeah.
I'm sure I said some shit to Joey. I know I actually said some shit to Joey. I tend to rag on him pretty hard on the golf course at times just to do it. I don't get that chance. We're pretty good together at work, as far as we work together pretty well and make sure everybody's covered. But yeah, I know I talked some shit to him that day.
If y'all don't know Joey, he's the one that, if you go to my TikTok, you can find it somewhere, but he's the one that was possibly definitely still clocked in at work, and we're at Legacy on the golf course, and I'm video, and we're on live. So anyways, man, it's been 100%. An incredible year of golf. I know you've had an incredible year. I've had an incredible year. It's been epic, and I can't wait for this year because we've got a lot of shit planned, and I think it's going to be a absolute crazy, incredible 2026. And we actually have some stuff to look forward to with the PGA Tour at the end of the year, first of next year.
Guys, From the Bunker is brought to you by Deer Point Contracting. Deer Point is a full-service contracting company. They provide comprehensive construction services to owners, investors, managers, and general contractors throughout the Mid-Atlantic and Southeast regions. Their teams are well versed in exterior and interior scopes of work for multifamily and commercial needs. They deliver the construction expertise, staff, and building materials to accomplish your project. For all your contracting needs, please call Deer Point Contracting,
the only contractor that we trust to get us out of the bunker. Thanks, Deer Point Construction. Welcome back to From the Bunker, episode number 6, and we want to look forward into 2026 coming up here. We've got a little bit left in 2025. We've got the PNC Championship coming up. That's one of my favorite tournaments. And we got the TGL with, I think, one event in 2025 before we roll over into the new year. So that's going to be on the 28th of December on ESPN. I know that we're both looking forward to both of these. I know the PNC is one of my favorite tournaments. I enjoy it because you get to see these guys play with their kids or their grandkids or whatever. I know that you wanted to kind of touch on the grandkids.
The most electrifying thing in all of golf. He probably don't listen to podcasts. I mean, he is 90 years old now, but if he does, Gary Player, I want in to be a caddy for one of the grandkids and the match that they have to win to be your +1 at the PNC. I just want to come caddy that. I think it's an amazing thing. A guy that's very competitive. We all know that. And, hey, you want to play in it with your with your granddaddy? That's fine. Go win a tournament against the other 15 of you that's out there. Well, ain't no putting a name in a hat. There's no participation trophy. Hey, you got an A on your report or whatever. No, you're going to go to the golf course and beat your siblings. Let's go.
You got to prove it around here. If you want to be a player, you got to go play. By gosh. So, yeah, that's super cool. I think that's super cool. First of all, that he's got enough grandkids to do it. But second, it just makes it like super fair, bro. Like, hey, you want in? Go win it. Everybody's got the same chance. You got to go win. So,
I want to know, is it straight up? Are they handicapping this event? That's why I want in. Are they playing match play? They're playing stroke play? What are they doing? Yeah. I want to know.
Yeah, we need more. Matter of fact, we need coverage. Put it Amazon Prime, Netflix. Somebody pick this shit up.
Barstool, pick us up. You and Bob pick us up and roll with it.
Matter of fact, me and you from the bunker will voluntarily come commentate for you. I mean,
100%. Let's run through it this year. I know it is a tournament Josh loves. He loves this. We're going to I'll run through your team list this year so far, the player field that is confirmed, and I'll give my pick. You give your pick.
Okay.
We have the Woodlands, which is Gary and his dad, Dan. We have Trevor and Jacob Immelman, Fred Couples and his stepson, Hunter Hanneman. Then you have Steve and Izzy Stricker, father duo, or father-daughter.
Izzy's a stick, bro.
Yeah, Izzy's good. Justin and Luke Leonard, father-son duo there. Nellie Corda and her dad, Peter.
Always fun to watch. Shout out Nellie. She actually got engaged over Thanksgiving Day, so shout out to Nellie.
She did. And hey, there you go, Nellie. Make your fiance and your dad play around.
1v1.
1v1, and let's see who wins. That's who gets to play with you. Lee Trevino and Daniel, his son. Annika and her son, Will, who has grown a lot.
Yeah. She'd come on the Skins game and did an interview and was saying that he shot up to like 6 foot and is gaining a lot of speed. And her words was, as I told Will, he's got to carry mama this year.
Well, the kid's a magician with the flat stick in his hand.
Yes, he is.
Then you have VJ Flosstein, father-son duo. Gary Player, and we don't know which one yet.
They got a tournament to play.
Mark O'Meara and his son, Sean Bernard and Jason Longer, which is his son as well.
The reigning champions.
Yep. Reigning champions. Then you have Matt and Cameron Kuchar, father-son. Podrick and Patty Harrington, which is father-son. Jim and Tanner, father-son. David Duvall and Brady Duvall, father-son. And then, of course, Big John and Little John Daly. I believe they're father-son. Not sure. Who are you going to pick this year? Who's your players to take? What team you taking in this one?
So I'll give you my top three. I'm going to go John and John Jr. I'm going to go Annika and Will. And I'm going to go VJ and his son. Them would be my three to be in contention to win this year. What about you?
I'm going to go a little different than you. I will say I'm going to take Justin and Luke Leonard. I'm going to put Annika and Will up there in my top three. I will do that this year. And then my other one, which is who I actually think is who I'm picking to win it, is going to be Matt and Cameron Kuchar. So that's who I take to win it. Matt didn't have the best of year, but he usually plays pretty good in this, and Cameron's gotten better and better and better. So with that being said, that's who I'm going to take. My sleeper pick would probably be Jim and Tanner Furyk, because Tanner's gotten a little bit better. He's played, but I wouldn't. Another one to not count out would be the Harringtons. The Patty kid is pretty damn good. So, but still a great tournament to watch. Always fun to watch. Me and you, I know you like it. I try to catch it as much as I can. I might not catch the early rounds, but I always try to watch it on Sunday. It's just kind of my thing. And our schedule this year for the TGL, let's just be honest. What does that stand? What's it? Is it Tigers Golf League? I've never really understood what TGL.
I think it's Technology Golf League. I think.
Okay. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of in my life.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly, but no, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. Tomorrow's Golf League. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, look it up, but I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow's Golf League.
Up. It sounds terrible. I'm not going to look it up. So our first match, I don't like the name. It should have just been called TRL and been Tiger and Roy's League. With that being said, first one, Sunday, December 8th.
It is tomorrow's. Confirmed.
Sunday, December 28th at 2 o'clock Central Time. It will be on ABC and ESPN. And that match will be the New York Golf Club and the Atlanta Drive. So the Atlanta Drive, I do know, is owned by Arthur Blank.
And
that is
the reigning champs.
Reigning champ. I'm pretty sure I know who is on the team, but let's just go ahead and tell you to make sure I'm not completely wrong. And on this team, we have Billy Horschel, Patrick Cantley, OPC, Justin Thomas, and who is their fourth?
X, I think.
No, Lucas Glover. The old man Luke, baby, is on that now. Your New York team. Sorry, I'm having a little technical difficulties here. Let's go. And I will tell you, your New York Golf Club team is made up. Owners, the investor group includes Eli, Derek. When I say Eli, I talk about Eli Manning, Derek Jeter, CC Sabathia, Michael Strahan, John McEnroe, and Jimmy Fallon. And
Jimmy Fallon.
Let's put him on there.
Shit.
Hey, let's put him on there. That's what I think they ought to start doing a little bit. Is mixing this in. Let's throw a random in there every night and see what's up. See who all's there. So your players on this one, of course, Matty Fitzpatrick, Cam Young, and Ricky. Didn't have the best of years last year. Let's just be honest. But overall, it's actually a pretty good team. It's a team that's tough to beat because Cameron Young can put his ass off.
Yes, he can.
If you don't believe me, watch this year's Ryder Cup because the dude's unreal with a putter. But it'll be kind of interesting to see. They changed some. I know courses are supposed to be made harder because last year, did anybody ever hit it in the rough? Hell, I don't think so. They might have missed the green, but they never hit it in the rough. They were killing fairways, and there's supposed to be a little more incentives to make them try to maybe carry 350, or do you hit the layup, blah, 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 blah. So it'll be kind of fun to see the changes to it, see what's going on. But we will run Sunday, December 28th. Then they go Tuesday, January 13th, Tuesday, February 20th. Sorry, that's just that team schedule. I'm over here reading the schedule like I'm on something, and I'm not on shit. We go Sunday, December 28th, Friday, January 2nd, Tuesday, January 6th, Tuesday, January 13th, Tuesday, January 20th, Monday, Monday, February 2nd, Monday, February 9th, Monday, February 3rd, Tuesday, February 24th, Sunday, March 1st, Monday, March 2nd, Tuesday, March 3rd, and then we should be in playoff format after that. So there's your TGL and when it's coming on. I believe Tiger is still technically on his team.
He is. He is, and I think he'll play this year some. I don't know exactly when. Honestly, I think he's going to show up and play at the PNC, but that's just me. But yeah, the TGL, I'm really excited about it, man, because I love the behind the scenes aspect you kind of get with the TGL and being able to hear what they're talking about, and what they're thinking, and what they're doing, and that sort of thing. And it's just super fun to watch. But you kind of mentioned something there about bringing in a random when you mentioned Jimmy Fallon, and I tell you, I think where they messed up with the TGL, and they might get to this eventually, but it's the perfect opportunity. The perfect opportunity. They should have a fifth player. What's it, 4 players a team?
Yes.
And I think 3 of them a night play. They should add, each team should add 1 social media golfer.
Well, let's take it a little further than that. Let's just do 2 on each team. Let's do 2.
Right? Even better.
So that gives you, what if there's 6 teams, that gives you 12 personalities. And I'm not saying put them all together. I'm saying, put Bob on one team and then let's just say Jupiter. Let's say Tigers team, they add Bob, and let's add, I don't know, give me one let's put Chazzy on that team. Okay. Bob and Chazzy's on that team. And then you look at Fitzpatrick and them, you can give them Peter Finn and whoever else, kind of get them close to handicap, and man, let the guys go play. It would be amazing. Say, hey, no matter what, you have to put at least one of the guys out there. It'd be funny,
Yeah, change it to 4 people play a night, and you get your 3 pros and your 1 social media golfer.
I'm okay if it's still only 3, and what you can do because of scheduling conflicts and travel and all that is, say, we take 3 guys for the first 4 weeks. You got to have one of your social media stars play, and they cannot play in back-to-back matches. And then when you get into the last part, hey, guess what we're going to do now? We're going to make 2 of your social media stars play on your primetime match with 1 pro. And you're still playing alternate shot. Dude, you talk about great entertainment for TV.
Yep.
Like, it would be unreal. We've already seen what YouTube has done with the Internet Invitational with Barstool and what it pulled. You can't tell me that Bob and, say Chazzy skips one in. Bob would tackle the dude, and he's 3 foot tall. He's 3 foot tall. Bob, especially say they're on that, like I said, the team they were on. What Max Homa's liable to throw Chazzy in the stands, for crying out loud.
All I have in my head right now is them putting Chazzy, and this is no disrespect, but all I have in my head right now is them putting Chazzy in one of them Velcro suits and throwing him on one of them Velcro dartboards like they do in the Wolf of Wall Street after he chips one in. But, dude, it's a perfect opportunity for it because, look, you don't have to have a tour card. You don't have to be a pro. I mean, they could really, and they've attached to some, I think, Good's part owner in a team. Bob and them are involved, maybe in a team. I'm not sure, but I know that they're bringing these people out and promoting the league through them and letting them come in there and play. I've seen Good in there playing. I've seen Gabby Golf Girl in there playing. I've seen Paige in there playing. I've seen Bob and them in there playing. I've seen the 4Play boys in there playing. The From the Bunker boys are ready to go in there and play. I mean, they literally have went through social media to try to bump this thing up, and I don't see why they don't get them involved in the actual shit, like we're talking about. So
Tiger,
I think it's a window of opportunity, man. Yeah.
Tiger, Rory, give your boy a call over here, man. Give me a call. Let me schedule this out for you. Let me hook you up. Both of you got plenty of damn golf earnings that we can throw a little bit of social media guys in it. And here's the other thing. You do that, think about just the stuff and merch that they sell, that social media guys sell already.
Yeah. Because right now, I promise you, I ain't seen no Jupiter Golf Link shit on the golf course when I go play, but I see a lot of damn breezy and good and bad and indifferent and all these other things, but I don't see no damn New York Golf Club gear. And last thing I was going to say about that was, as Bob Does Sports would say, as Mr. Robbie Berger would say, give us the ball. Tiger, Rory, give us the ball. I mean, just hand it off to us. Let us run with it. Let us blow this thing up. Give us the ball. Bob Does Bagels. So, yeah, looking forward to the TGL. Speaking of that sort of golf, we wanted to let y'all know about one thing that we're doing, and Deez actually found this and made it. But we have created an online society in PGA 2K25.
You scared me
And
for a minute. Said I created something. I'm like, what'd I create?
and we're inviting anybody that plays and wants to join our online society. Deez is going to run a bunch of tournaments in there for VC just for fun. Talk a little smack, play a little golf on the game. Golf4Game's the name for a reason. I'm a bad son of a bitch on there, so be ready. But we want everybody to come in and play with us. I know actually Deez, A. White called me earlier tonight and he actually joined it. He said it's showing pinned, and I'm like, yeah, Deez got to approve you. So, but yeah, anybody's welcome to join. How you do it, you go on PGA Tour 2K25, you find the online societies, you search From the Bunker. You will see that a member of Run Force Runs in there. That's Deez. You'll see me. I'm J Will 2K. You'll see A. White. I think he's fully. Come in there, join it, play some tournaments. Deez is going to do like majors. Tell them what your plans are with it, Deez.
So I kind of do it. It's something to do in the winter. I've done this before, and something just to get through. We can't swing. It gets dark at effing 3 o'clock when I'm not in a basketball gym. So I set these things up. It's not like you have to do it in a day. I normally give you a week for each tournament. Pick, courses from there, blah, blah, blah. But I will do majors. Majors will be, the 4 majors I set up on there. I will always try to do them where they're playing the majors at for that year. And I will put them around, about a month and a half, 2 months apart. And we'll just run with it. We'll run with it. It's a good way to get through about March and have a little fun. And if it goes well, I've done it where we've put money in the pot and played for it, do that thing. You have to play the tournament the week prior to the major. That is one thing I do on there. You have to play that so it don't let somebody just come in there. But with that being said, we'll get you guys look it up like Josh said, and we will be able to keep rolling with it, try to grow it. And then the bigger we make the thing, like I said, we can play for prizes. We can play for Pro V funds. We can play for, maybe some merch. You never know what we can throw out there.
So our online golf society is From the Bunker on PGA Tour 2K25. Invite all of you to join. We are going to give, like a week at a time to play the tournaments. We're going to do like a whole season with some majors included and stuff like that. So y'all make sure to check that out. All you got to do is go to online societies on PGA Tour 2K25 and search From the Bunker. Guys, we appreciate all the support. This is our 6th episode, 6th week doing this. We love it so far. All you guys, all your support, your listens, your plays, all that is why we are enjoying it so much. We look forward to seeing you guys next week. And that will be all for episode number 6 of From the Bunker. We will see you next week for episode number 7. Thank y'all so much and stay out of the bunker, baby.